Kristen.
Hello.
So did you just get back from some traveling?
I did, yes. We went to San Diego.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Took the girls there some years ago, but it was fun. I enjoyed that.
We used to live there in from 2010 to 2013.
Huh.
My youngest was born there. So, but neither one of my kids remember it. So we did all the touristy things.
Cool.
Muted. Hey everyone. Sorry about my super late notice. I'm like still in still in limbo mode. Welcome back, Kristen. Okay, I'm gonna see when Kristen should be here. And Agnes is going to get on in a minute. Marilee, I think you were sitting next to me in in Lori yesterday. You had a meeting with somebody, and I was on a Zoom meeting,
Oh, it was
and
probably, yeah.
I didn't
And
even say hi because I was in the middle of a meeting.
no, that's okay. And we were probably loud. I
You were
apologize.
loud. That's also a reason I ran away. But I'm like walking through Lori holding my laptop, trying to find a place. Because I had a meeting right after in Lori, and so I had to take that one there. Yeah. But I just wanted to say that I felt bad about not saying hi to you.
That's okay. I totally understand. And yeah, I was trying, yeah, I met with one of my PhD students. Yeah. And, um, yeah, we're usually kind of loud.
Well, I'm glad you were having a good time.
Or I think, yeah, she was having, I was trying to explain some stuff that sort of made sense to me, but it didn't quite make sense to her. But eventually we got there. So it worked out okay.
Okay. I have not gotten a note back from Naomi. We better deal with that paper.
Yeah.
It's been like more than a month. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So we can just set a time and kind of figure out what, yeah, divide it up and get it done.
yeah. Yeah. Um, oh, look at all the people in the Airy Lab. Okay, well, I guess most of you have met Agnes by now. The field team certainly has. Um, and I wanted to introduce you to the rest of folks, but not everybody is here. Do you remember who's out today, Kristen? Is Erica out? I can't remember. So you know Danny, you know Misa, you know Paul. Maybe Kristen or Agnes, I'll give you a minute to introduce yourself. And then I think you don't know Kristen, Marilee, and Ellison.
Hi. Yes, hi, I'm Agnes. I'm doing my undergrad in biomedical and mechanical engineering, and I'll be going into my fifth.
And your sound just cut out, but that's okay. We heard most of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kristen, you want to go? I'm Kristen and I'm Tammy's project program manager. So you'll see me send emails about things all the time. Yeah, Kristen tries to get us to behave ourselves. And Marilee?
Hi, Agnes. I'm Marilee. I'm a science communication, health communication expert. So I'm the token social scientist sort of on the team.
No,
Not sort of, but actually on
none,
the team.
nobody's token.
Um, but welcome, and it's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Marilee helps us think about how people are going to receive what we say. Ellison, do you have speaking capabilities?
Just got to my office. Hi. Hi, Agnes. It's really nice to meet you. I'm Ellison Carter. I'm associate professor in civil and environmental engineering. I'm primarily on the environmental side and happy to get to know you.
And Agnes is going to be helping the field team and doing lab stuff and helping us prepare for the field for the phase 2 homes. Okay. So I guess Christian is not here. So one of the things Christian had said yesterday in tech team meeting is that his student or the incoming student Graham had some questions that we could potentially answer. But that wasn't for sure. That is not happening. So I guess what I want to do here is now that we officially have a no cost extension for the project, which means it ends 7/31/27 instead of next month. Yay. Uh, look at what the field schedule would be. And maybe I should have made a presentation, but I didn't. I'm still in catching up mode. And so Misa and I were talking about this yesterday. And so here's the game. We want to do 20 houses. I had this ambition to finish everything by 12/31 because we're going to need some time to do the data analysis. And the experiments are nominally 16 weeks long. And we've said that they can become longer. If, like, say, if the person takes a break, then and they're not going to be there, then we just extend that experiment for another week so that we have 16 weeks of occupied time. But we also don't think we're going to be doing the homes all at once because for several reasons, people just don't schedule. It's going to be hard to find 20 people who all agree to start on a particular date. And we, having the experience of installing now that we do, we can't install 20 homes on a day. Like the best possible would be 1 home a day if we're lucky. So that even that is a month of installations, and that's a pretty brutal schedule. Plus, we want to allow some time for things to go wrong, so we don't want to allow, or we don't want to install 20 houses and then be like, oh no, they're all breaking. So some kind of stagger start. And then the last consideration is we don't have enough equipment to measure all the homes. Misa and I, well, so we have enough to measure 6 homes for sure. Misa and I were going to bring that up to 10. That's possibly questionable because of pressure transducers. We don't know. Paul, it turns out the DG7s or whatever don't log. So So looking at all that, like 16 weeks ending December 31st is like a 9/1 start if we're doing them all at the same time. So I want the team to have a little more understanding of what we should be shooting for, because my statement of 12/31 was what's the word? Optimistic? Unrealistic? Ridiculous? What's the printer mode called, Danny? The ludicrous ludicrous mode. So we can't go ludicrous, right? So and then another complicating factor is that I'm going to be in sabbatical, probably not here in spring 27. Which doesn't like I don't actually do anything in the field, and I'm going to be meeting with people anyway. But it does feel a little weird to be like, let's just do all the houses. Good luck, guys. So even if it goes into the spring, I want that to be acknowledged. Um, so do y'all think we're gonna be in the field before 9/1? We might be, right? But like the soonest would be, we haven't done Kristen's house yet, right? And so, and before we do Kristen's house, there's gonna be um some back and forth, and that back and forth with Christian has been it occurs, but it's proceeding at a casual rate, maybe. So I almost think we need, but and I wish Christian was here, but I think we need to put that iteration kind of on ludicrous mode, right? Like we need to be bringing stuff back and sending stuff out. Because I think the sequence of events is something like um we need to be confident enough to go into Christian or into Kristen's house. Then we need to be in Kristen's house for X number of weeks. Then we can go to the field. In the meantime, we're doing phase ones and developing a group of homes, which we don't have enough yet, right? We have what, like 5, 6, Kristen? Yeah, so
Yeah, I think that's about it.
yeah, so I'm not seeing a lot of joy here. Or let's just say we're currently misaligned, and I think we'll feel better if we are aligned and start kind of embracing what's coming. Um, so that suggests, okay. I'm guessing we can shoot for something like 9/1 deployment. Does that still feel doable? What's the status of the pressurization, Paul? It seems like it keeps being the electronics keep being
Yeah, the
in
status of
limbo.
that's really all about whether the revised board with that opto isolator works. And Christian had somebody who was going to look at it to try to make it work. But when we had our tech team meeting on Monday, Christian said he had not gotten back to that yet. So as far as yeah, my understanding is that pretty much everything else has been largely figured out with that. That's really about being able to have allow the furnace to run as it normally would and pass the signals properly. So I would like to have more I can say, but I feel like that is something that is in the electronics on the board on Christian's plate.
It is, and I think that's a bad place for it to be. Because otherwise we're going to be doing all window units. Right?
that is a possibility, yes.
Um, it, okay, so, and I get that Christian's the one who's been talking to things, and so he knows that interface device, but I wonder if there's any way to shortcut this. Um, Possibly no, Christian's out next week, but um, like there's a lot of out this summer too, so that makes it hard, right? No, nothing's gonna happen while Christian's out. Um, okay, so I'm noting that as a blocker that we probably need to try to sail past in a way. I
Yeah.
mean, I know it's not the pressurization system is your thing, Paul, but that particular board is not your thing, but I think we have something in limbo there.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking, yeah, we got the kind of the design from Jason, and I've been wondering about if I should go back to Jason and see if there's any way that we pay him to do it in a way that doesn't create a conflict of interest.
Or pay somebody that he recommends,
So, yes, yeah,
right? He
work
probably
through
is the circuit
Jason,
guy, yeah?
work through Jason to get that done.
Yeah,
Um, I,
yeah.
I,
Because this is like extra for Christian, right? It wasn't supposed to be in his wheelhouse. So um he's been good at taking it on, but it's being taken on in the way the extra things are taken on.
yeah.
Um okay, so let's say that we really do have a firm target to get in 9-1. That means we need to be probably in Kristen's house on 8-1, right? Because we're going to find things that we need to fix, and that's going to take time. Um, okay, so then I don't see any other way to get the full field project done other than buying us up to 9 or to 10 homes of equipment, buying or building, um, doing 10 starting 9-1-ish. Those homes would end 12/31, but there's people will travel for the holidays, so they're going to end like 1/31, right? Um, yeah, and then right into other homes on 2-1. We have to do 10 at a time. Do y'all see any other way around it?
If, just to say it, 16 weeks is is a constraint. Not necessarily advocating for changing that, but that feels like a very severe limiter.
It does. I agree. So we can we can look at the length of the periods. I think it was I can bring that out again. Um, my instinct at this moment is to go into two tranches. Um, and things are going to come up anyway, and then use the 16 weeks as flexibility if we can cut it. But if we cut it now, we're not going to have anything to cut.
No, I 100% agree. I think you just were asking for like, what
Yeah,
we
yeah,
see other ways. Yes,
yeah.
but I wouldn't want to for the reasons you just cited.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to get cut anyway,
Mm-hmm.
or trimmed. Maybe not cut, but like trimmed.
Trimmed sounds so much
We
better than
squeeze it into a size too small.
nudged.
Stuck in your belly.
Yeah, so the other thing is so that makes it end that makes the second tranche and 5/31. 2 months is not the right amount of time to do research, to do analysis. And so, um, I mean, I'm thinking we have pretty good analysis procedures beginning. They're not all the way there yet, but we need to be ready, taking data all the time and putting it through what we think is a decent analysis procedure so that we can be doing those homes on the fly. I think we've invested a lot on that end. But we're not there. We haven't worked through all the, like, can I see this plume coming inside? And that's a significant issue. Okay, so there it is. It sucks. I don't know why I didn't think this out, but so we must be in Kristen's home 8-1. We must be ready to go in the field 9-1. And we have to be ready to use January to turn it around to the second tranche. And we have to be ready with analysis procedures. That's how we can get it done by 7/31, and that's ambitious, to say the least.
And just be a little bit maybe picky on details. If going into Kristen's house includes the ducted system, then it's actually July 30 is the drop dead date, because July 31st, get on the plane to go to ACEEE. And
Right.
I would like to be, I think I really should be there for that first
Oh,
install.
yeah. Kristen wants you to
So,
be there.
yeah, so my last day is July 30.
Okay, so it's really 7:30, but that's not radically different from 8-1.
No, I'm just wanting to make sure that we don't, I'm being, like I said, I'm being picky on detail there.
Yeah. And if we don't have that test going, then we're not going to be ready to go into the field with the pressurization system. So that's really the drop dead date for doing pressurization at all in the first round of houses.
That's right. I agree.
Or furnace integrated pressurization. We can still
Right.
do window units.
Right. I agree.
Okay. Okay, well, that makes it clear, doesn't it? What what are the big blockers? So we identified one, the furnace integration. What else do we need to get out of the way? But we need more phase 2 houses or phase 1 houses. We need to start pumping those through because some of those people, it's been like 4 months, they're going to drop out. So we need to push through a huge stream of phase 1 houses.
On that, we did the mobile home last week. Means I don't know if you've had communication with her, if she's liking participating, she might refer us to others. But I'm also thinking, and Danny made a comment in our tech team meeting on Monday about being worried about how leaky the house was. I'm wondering if I'm wondering if we can maybe identify a time when it's cooler, that she would be willing to let people go back and redo the blower door test, but with all of the window air conditioners taped off.
Hmm.
That might, the need to have the window ACs may preclude her, if the leakage is too high with them, may preclude her from being in the first tranche, but would potentially leave her available for that second tranche in February. And we didn't really have time. She needed us to get out of there because she had a meeting, right? So we couldn't have done all of that when we were there. But I think that that may be a limiting factor. And if she would be willing, maybe it's when we go back and pick up the equipment at the end of phase one, redo the test then rather than a separate visit.
But you're not going to be around, are you, Paul?
I when is phase one over?
So usually a week.
We picked up the equipment on Friday.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, so what we could do is if we want me to be there for a repeat blower door test, we would have to wait a little while to do that, but we could still do it in plenty of time. I mean, it'd be in July probably, but we could still go do it. And if you felt comfortable going, I mean, basically tape garbage bags over the window AC units, do the blower door test, take the garbage bags back off.
So I don't see this as mission critical, right? Like we have a house that we could use if something else is, or if a condition is met, or we have a house that may have to be excluded if we can't solve that condition. I feel like now that we have the or a small amount of confidence that mobile homes can be included, we might do better to spend our energy acquiring contact with more mobile homes.
Yep.
Because I think what you're talking about is like half a day that we could be using to get other things on the list. What do you think of that?
Well, it's not half a day, but no, I agree. Just getting more mobile homes, I think would be great, and get half a dozen mobile homes in that park. That would be really convenient for us.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah,
Okay.
probably I was just thinking, let's make sure the resident likes us, and then see if she'd say, "Hey, tell all your friends."
Well, we have 8 people on the list already.
With mobile homes?
Yeah, we were
Oh.
waiting to make sure mobile homes could be somewhere we can go. And we have 8 waiting on our list.
Oh, I
But
didn't
Misa, you had
realize that.
said some didn't respond.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if these are moved up though. Like these are on the new chunk.
Yeah, if they're under the new tab, then I haven't reached out to them. But from the first batch, there were some that just didn't respond. But currently talking to 2 other mobile homes.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Because uh, I think, let's see. I think we probably have good places to push for the mobile homes. Like the whole Mivos network is that, so Mivos is a program under La Familia. And what they do is they train individuals from mobile home communities to be advocates for that community. And so I haven't really tapped into that. But because we weren't sure, but as we get more sure, we can start trying to ramp this up, and that may be the way to get more phase one houses. So I think we should have two-pronged approach. One, pursue the mobile homes that we have, and see if they keep looking promising, right? Because I think one of our hesitations has been that we did not want to promise, or we did not want to get a bunch of mobile homes and then say, oh, hey, never mind, we don't like mobile homes. Because then that could be, it could feel exclusive. But I think the other thing is we need to start trying to find non-mobile homes too, because we don't want our entire sample to be mobile homes. Okay, so I guess I see the two big issues is the furnace integration and accelerating the pool of homes. Anyone see other dangers? Kristen, you've got some kind of sense of this?
I think the only other one that I can think of is the size of the home. But I mentioned that a while ago. So if
Oh,
we're getting homes that are fine, then great. But if we're not getting any more homes, then we need to look at even by just a couple hundred square feet, I think would help.
so I think what you're saying is we have people who have applied and we've turned them down because their home is too large.
Right. So I have 3 on the new list that are 2,500, 2,440, and 2,300. So by definition, you get that those are too big. But are they?
Mhm.
So, I mean, 4,000, yeah, that's way too big. But is
Mhm.
this mid 2,000 too big, or can we maybe go into those?
That's really about how airtight, what their airtightness levels are.
Mhm.
So, nominally you could do a 4,000 square foot house if it was really tight.
And this is just about how much flow it takes to pressurize.
Right, right.
But that's
There's that, and also how many portable air cleaners you need for that arm of
that,
the
yeah.
study. But yeah, on the pressurization one is how much flow do you need, and the smaller the house, the more likely it is that the flow is not too big.
Yeah. Okay. That's worth considering, Kristen. Where do we cut off now? Is it 22?
I think so. 2,000, 2,100 maybe.
Honestly, given how many houses we have looked at that we have decided we don't want to proceed with for other reasons, it might not be bad to do a phase one on these and get our blower door number. Maybe they are tight enough.
I mean, one of the problems that we've had is that they're too clean, right? And is there any like I feel like we're now being quite random, like, oh, let's just go find houses that are dirty or where their surroundings are dirty by hoping that they will be dirty when, when we install the sensors. Um, can we be more targeted than that? I mean, Kristen, did the BPuff people get back to us?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
I probably need to email you.
I mean, she didn't respond to me, but I can follow up. I've just been
Yeah,
out.
because I
So.
mean, I dropped it. I was at the end of the semester, so probably I should just write and apologize. But that's another possibility is getting homes there. Okay, so but this is still on. Okay, good. We need push on getting phase ones out, and that includes trying mobile homes, perhaps slightly increasing the size of the house, maybe 2,500, right? We can always say no, right? We're saying no to a lot of people. So maybe we should be more inclusive on the phase one. And what, go up to 2,500?
I
Y'all
think
okay with that?
that would bring in a handful of ones that we've kind of sat at maybe.
Okay. You
Yeah,
listening, Agnes? You're gonna be busy.
Mhm.
Um, and then also take steps to try to do more outreach to people we know. Okay. I never went back to Green Latinos because I went to La Familia when we got the translation and then we got stuck. Um, because the page needed to be revised, but now the page is revised. I never took it back to Green Latinos.
And we now have a Spanish consent form.
Yay. Okay.
Everything, the whole flow should be in Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. And Melena had at her event, do you remember the woman who spoke from Weld County? There are like three.
Yeah, there's like two ladies and two. I don't
Yeah.
remember if they were both from Weld County or which one was.
One was from Weld County, Patricia, maybe, and I've seen her before, so she's been in for a while. And I know Anarelli is kind of open to it. Sometimes we don't get an answer from her, but it wouldn't be bad to try to loop in Weld. So, and that, so that woman from Weld is in Green Latinos. Um, okay. We've got things to chase, but mainly phase one, furnace integration. Paul, are you able to do something about the furnace integration?
yeah. If you want me to contact Jason and explore that avenue, then I will do that. Yeah,
Um, yeah. What I want is to have the tech team have an understanding of how that can move forward rather than me identifying specific things that specific people should do.
yeah. Okay.
Like more of a ball passing in that area.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Like who's got the ball? How many balls are there? Right?
I'll take the ball on that one.
Cool. That would be awesome.
Okay.
Because I think we're stuck on things that are simple, right? It doesn't seem simple, but I think if you get the right person, they're going to look at it and go, duh. Just like it took us like 3 months to drill a hole through the wall. Then finally I talked to a handyman and they're like, what is your problem? Just go drill the frickin' hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't. Oh, I do have one other thing. And anyone else want to talk about something along that train? Okay, well, just know that our annual report has now become due the instant we got the no cost extension. It becomes overdue 8/1. We don't want to go there, but I would like to get it in sooner if we can. That means you will be asked for things. And it's a little embarrassing, but we need to think about what our product has been, right? What is the product that we've been working really hard? We're meeting all of our we're not meeting everything, but we're making good progress on the technical stuff, even though it feels slow. But we don't have anything to say about how would anybody ever know that this has been done. So maybe that needs to be one of our meetings. And we've had that meeting before and nothing happened. So we need to rejigger that somehow. Okay. I don't have anything else.
Just one comment on the products. I don't have the experience of NSF favorably valuing relationship building, but it does seem like it is a major investment for this project that's been done really well. I mean, all my past experience suggests that those are not products that NSF values, but I guess I still believe in documenting them. So,
Yeah, they have this tiny little box that's like, who did you talk to?
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Mm. Thank you. We can feel good about ourselves, but they may not feel good about us. Uh, Okay, anyone else? Good deal. Then we don't have another meeting. Chris and I are running workshop Friday. That's why we moved this one till today. Next week is Juneteenth, so there is no meeting. And then we'll be back on the 26th, and Marilee is gonna have a story for us. All right, thanks.